brightest minds often walk alone, their paths seemingly devoid of companionship. If you know any intelligent people, you know that they don't have many friends around them. What is it about exceptional intelligence that can lead to solitude? Is it a choice, a consequence, or perhaps a deeper calling? Why intelligence can make friendships so elusive? Intelligent people can't talk about the things everyone else talks about. You may ask why. Aren't they that intelligent? They really can't talk about ordinary things easily. They feel this feels like an insult to both the other person and themselves. It is a source of shame not to be able to share when they have the potential to give much more to the other person they talk. They also realize that there is such a thing as habit, muscle habits, brain habits, repetitive processes that enslave people to what they do over and over again. Intelligent people also feel wronged when they can't talk about things that their intelligence can access. Even if they're not thinking honestly, they feel rusty. Take Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds in history. Despite his groundbreaking inventions, Tesla lived a largely solitary life. He once said, "I do not think there is any thrill that can go through the human heart like that felt by the inventor as he sees some creation of the brain unfolding to success." Yet his brilliance often isolated him from others. Similarly, a 2016 study by the University of Singapore found that highly intelligent individuals often prefer solitude because social interactions distract them from their deeper pursuits. Intelligent people have very high expectations. When the curiosity of the people around them is limited, they get overwhelmed. If there aren't many topics to talk about, intelligent people get bored. They cannot start a conversation and move on because they find this process meaningless. When they are in a position where they do not believe, the conversation gets stuck. Because what is there to talk about with an ordinary? Their time is very valuable. These people, who do not even engage in idle chit-chat because they have things to do, also get overwhelmed by the time they spend idle and experience stress to varying degrees. In addition, their topics of interest are quite broad, and they cannot find many people to talk to on these topics. They have curiosities that seem strange to other people. They love to talk about the most interesting things. And most people do not have the knowledge to keep those talks on such a wide spectrum. Ordinary people exclude these creatures who are different from them just because they are different. They do not hesitate to speak harshly in the face of a wrong situation. Emotional intelligence sometimes does not develop in parallel. Well, no one likes this arrogant attitude. In fact, if it were obvious that their differences stem from their intelligence, maybe the situation would be different. Because people love intelligence in general. but most of time their acts can't named, and they usually look like freaks. Highly intelligent individuals often experience a sense of isolation. Their unique perspectives and profound thoughts can create a chasm between them and others, making it challenging to find common ground. This divergence can lead to feelings of loneliness and social detachment. The problem isn't just about being too smart. It's about the mismatch between how intelligent think and how society functions. Research from the University of Psychology in Warsaw shows that intelligent individuals often process information more deeply, leading to different interests, values, and ways of communicating. While most people seek connection through shared experiences and small talk, highly intelligent people crave meaningful, intellectual conversations. This disconnect can leave them feeling misunderstood and isolated. As the philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once said, "A man can be himself only so long as he is alone. But is solitude the only answer?" This suggests that solitude allows for self-discovery and authenticity. In spiritual traditions, seclusion is often a path to enlightenment. The mystic poet Rumi wrote, "The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear." This implies that in solitude, one can attune to deeper truths and insights. Intelligent people often perceive the world with a clarity that others may find uncomfortable. They question norms, challenge assumptions, and seek deeper truths. This can create a sense of alienation, but it can also be a source of profound strength. Carl Jung, the founder of analytical psychology, believed that solitude is essential for self-discovery. He said, "A loneliness does not come from having no people around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you." For intelligent individuals, the challenge isn't finding people, it's finding people who understand them. Modern psychology supports this, indicating that intelligent individuals may prefer solitude to engage in introspection and creative pursuits. A study from the British Psychological Society found that individuals with higher intelligence reported lower life satisfaction with frequent socialization, suggesting that their fulfillment often comes from solitary activities. They basically can't find people to talk what they seek to talk. There will be many more people to talk about common topics, sports events or gossip. That's the nature of the word common. Certainly there are still solutions. Joining groups or forums where people share sophisticated interests, whether it's science, philosophy, or art. This can bridge the gap between intellectual pursuits and social interactions. Even if the people in these groups are not intelligent, a common ground for discussion is made possible. Sharing thoughts and ideas openly, even if they feel unconventional. It might be surprised by who resonates with you. Carve out time for both introspection and interaction. Solitude might fuel's mind, but connection nourishes your soul. Allocating time for both introspection and social activities, this balance can enhance personal growth and relational fulfillment. In the dance between solitude and society, the key lies in harmony. Let there be spaces in your togetherness. Embrace the solitude that nurtures your soul, but remain open to the connections that enrich your human experience. After all, even the brightest stars shine more brilliantly when they are part of a constellation. Our intelligence is a gift, but it can also be a burden. The key is to find balance, to honor your need for depth while remaining open to the beauty of human connection. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Perhaps the loneliness you feel is not a flaw, but a call to deeper understanding. Be ready to embrace both your brilliance and your humanity.